Hi people, welcome back to the old man shed. Just got some trains running around, but without the sound on. Just want to sort of talk about what's happened since maybe I last made a video where I spoke to you. Well, I'm pleased to say that after all the problems with motors and things like that, touch wood, finding a bit of wood, things are running. Thank heavens for that. So got on to Bachmann. Robert did phone Bachmann and sort of said that I had all these issues with motors, although they was very sorry, they didn't really offer anything. When I said, well, if I send you the motors back, you know, you can test them and you can see that they were faulty or something, but they said, oh, we don't have any equipment to be able to do that. So that's looking good. So I said, well, you know, what about these motors that you send back? They are brand new, aren't they? And she said, well, it's what they're sent from China as spares. So, you know, so supposedly they're brand new. And sure enough, when I got my couple of motors, my latest ones, they were in individual plastic bags, you know, sealed bags straight from the factory. So hopefully they're there as spares, and I won't have to use them. But yeah, whereas that one, I'll tell you, I reckon it was taken off the workbench, the one that had a bit of insulating tape on the sides, because no other motors come like that. But hey ho, so yeah, not much joy there, Robert. So there you go. I think if you really want them to do it, you've got to send everything back to them. But as I said to you, last time I did that, I got a very second-hand loco come back with all the paint flecked off from the bodywork, all the lining and things like that, where it had all been taken apart so many times. And so I'm quite happy to do it myself, really, so I can keep my loco pristine and be careful with it. Yeah, Robert, also, yeah, the tip hop wagons there, and also the rail freight, British Rail, the yellow ballast wagons. I hope you like your new Dapol products. I think they're brilliant. I mean, the price is very reasonable, I think. Certainly, when you're looking at 20 plus for the wagons as opposed to Bachmann's 40 odd, this makes it a little bit more. It's still expensive, don't get me wrong, but still just about affordable. Now, Alan, as you can see, yeah, tank wagons, it's your fault, you got me into these. And although I think have about 3, the traditional Hornby ones, the 3 that I had were the black shell painted wagons. And I was thinking along the lines of doing what you'd done, and so I stripped off the shell branding and the lettering that was on there, and got me set of decals from the web, and redid them, put a varnish on them so I could put the transfers on them, and then that one's they've been sealed again with a matte varnish, although she's got a bit of a sheen on it still, because I buffed it up to get the that sheen that I wanted. Painted the little white wheel there, this one there, and a little bit of white detailing on the handbrakes. Did that on the 3 of them, but to be honest, and I probably bought them all now, went online, good old Fleabay, and as you can sort of see, well, I've got the possibly the more up-to-date wagons that Hornby produced, because they're Hornby's, 2 styles in grey, with all the more modern markings on them, like the overhead electric, beware warnings. And I'm surprised that there's not that many of them around, because I think I might have bought the whole supply from eBay. There was a couple of modelers out there that had them. One model shop that probably had them on their shelves that didn't move for years, and one a private supplier, but said it was a part of a collection that had never been used. So, and they were all literally brand new. So I've got my rake that I need. I certainly can't go to your lengths, Alan. I mean, the layout's not big enough to have the whole rake, but yeah, it looks impressive, I thought. And I just stuck my 2 black ones on there. because I've done the same trick again with the very end one. It's got the end of train lamp again, and of course this is the end of train one, so it can't run because I've took the coupling off. And so likewise, I'm going on the last one of this one. But she has got her end of train lamp again that I've fitted, and she's working away, so that's fine. Right, layout wise, I'll show you. But the trunking that was down between the tracks, I've now stuck down in places so she doesn't move too easily. And also the point switches have been stuck onto, I've cut some sleepers and I've stuck them to the right height on top of the sleepers, and that's just some wire that I've just run out from the trunking to replicate what I hope to do whenever I do get the ballast down. I have got that orange cable stuff that you get from Scenic, I think Models Railway Scenics, which I think goes across the tracks so that you can see where the cable's going through tracks. So, but for now, just use black cable just to give me the effect. And so that I've done. So along the trunking, from the junction boxes, there's little bits of cable going to the switches. That one going over there to the actual box, further down, so on and so on. And then trunking stops there in the middle, but the trunking starts in front of the signal box and goes into the signal box, and then out of the signal box under the crossing, and going round the track, disappearing into the tunnel. And then of course on the other end of the tunnel it comes back out again. It's another set of relay boxes, and again wire going across the track to the two switches that's needed on those points. Nothing needed on that point because I'm having that, you know, I'm thinking that's a manual switch because that's for the sidings. Could be wrong, but as we sort of say, it's our layout, we do what we want to do. It's the same with the one down here. I've got the manual switches there. I don't know how I replicate them going to the points, I don't know, but and then same with the private siding one there, that's got no power switch on it, so that's why those 2 points haven't got anything. But that one has, yeah. So because I think this stuff's got to be down before, if you even dream of start balancing, which there, I'm getting to the point, guys, where maybe, you know, I would like to see what it would look like. I've got my fences in place, you know, put the fences in front of the thing. I've been quite lucky that these particular ones at the very front here are standing up to my, you know, leaning over them, but I think I still might get some perspex, clear perspex, and put it in front, because that's a wooden board that I painted black, this thing here. The wife's curtain's doing its great job, hiding all the rubbish that's underneath the layout, so that's great. Yeah, so there we are, so that's it really. Oh, and the I rejigged the tops here, moved the blue factory wagon over there, turn it on its side, put it up against the back, move the little garage over to itself, and that's left me a very clear area to eventually mark out, you know, with the old yellow, you know, do not enter boxes and all that stuff, and also with parking spaces, because it's all very easy to take off. But that gives you a very clear area in front of the warehouse there, or the depot there, for the Arctic lorries to move around. So yeah, that's what I've done, I moved that around. So hope that still works, I think. Otherwise that's it. Yeah, it's going, we're getting, tomorrow's I think the first day of October. Weather is still not too bad at the moment, but it's you know, the old man cave here, it's going to get a bit cold, so I don't know how many more times I'll be down here running. I've got the heater admittedly down here for the shed if ever I need to, but still, you know, don't want to be freezing. But otherwise, yeah, just enjoying playing trains. The wife is on the mend, so I was able to go up to the Model Railway Club this Thursday and say hello to the guys. I've not seen them for months, and they've been doing their circuits. My gosh, old Greg's been busy. taking these layouts all around the country. I think it was in Wales last weekend. And that's why I'm talking about the ballasting, because they, they will offer help and, what type of ballast and how to do it. So who knows? But I don't know if I want to start doing it before the winter sets in, because, when you're talking about glues and things having to dry, I've been down there when I've, even using something like super glue, and because it's been cold, it's been a bugger to set because it doesn't, it's too cold to work properly. So this may be just as it stays for now. Anyway, if you keep viewing, I've just stuck a little running session on the back end of this video. As you know, the way I do my videos, guys, I'm using my smartphone. Hence, sometimes the auto-focusing plays up a little bit. But yeah, so what I've done is lots of little clips. Then when I can download them onto my computer, I can put them in the old software and join them all together. And that's what I've done to create a little running session. So no silly voices this time, guys. Oh dear, that was mad, the last video, wasn't it, eh? No, I didn't do that. I just let the trains speak for themselves. So hopefully you enjoy it, and I'll catch you next time. So thank you all. New subscribers, I'm up to 50 subscribers. My gosh. Yeah, I don't know what to do. How do I celebrate that? I don't know. But I mean, it is a celebration. So thanks to the new subscriber. No, hope glad that you enjoy my silly little videos. I think it's just that we've all just got this passion. We've all got this enjoyment for our railways, and try to do the best I can with me 7-foot, 4-foot layout. It's very packed. But I enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy watching the videos. Okay, so hope to see you again soon. Probably I will be all sort of like in thick coats and gloves and hats and things, because it'll be freezing down here. I don't know, I'll probably, in actual fact, guys, I probably will remove some of the more, the locos, and also I noticed that after buying the Gauge Master, which I love, it's been fantastic. It does say not to be operated below a certain temperature, which of course down here in the man cave it will get cold. It is a shed at the end of the day, and although I've got a heater, so I can turn the heater on, it does definitely says about not using the Gauge Master. It hasn't got a fan in there to cool it down, because it's the current range of Gauge Masters. They modified some of the components on the board, and it doesn't need a fan to cool it, so there's no fan in there. But they did recommend that it doesn't go below a certain temperature, so we'll have to see. But then I'm thinking about, some of these locos, rather than let them get them freeze. I've got the boxes there, where they're the boxes that I keep the locos. They're just full of sponge at the moment. But I can put the locos in there and take them indoors, so who knows. Okay, right, that really is it now. Thanks for watching, guys. As I say, keep watching to the end of this, and I've done a running video, which I hope you enjoy. Just some more running, and yeah, some unusual running as well, so which you might like. So I'll sign off by just putting the sound on. That's this Class 66 is a Bachmann 66, but fitted with the TTS chip, and she's been algorithm 2, and she's perfect, runs like a dream. So that's a TTS chip in a Bachmann locomotive, but change the algorithm from 0 to 1, and it gives you all the power that you need. And now you know why I didn't have the sound on, lads, because here she comes. But she's running sweetly now, and I love it. Okay guys, all the best. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.